you may need CSCS there, but
Mm-hmm.
once you get into the job, they will exactly dictate
Yes,
what
I forgot the
CSCS you
most
require.
important question. See, right now I'm coming on dependent visa. Okay,
Yeah.
that will be like, okay, so I thought ki just because I have a working visa for like 3 years or so they just want to give me an
if
offer.
if
They
you
want to
if they
test me.
offer you a job, that you will get a sponsorship certificate here. Obviously, you are going now. You got the opportunity to come here anyways. I'll review your CV, and obviously we're going to talk
Okay.
about a bit more. Yeah, what your aspirations are. Obviously, I can see you're joining UK as a dependent. But I just
Yes.
wanted to hear from yourself. But just give me a bit of introduction and what the aspirations are actually when you come here. So what you will be looking at. So we can go through, yeah, those questionnaire. Also, I can basically guide you and talk you about the industry here, how that operates, actually, the civil engineering industry. And I'm sure, yeah, by end of the session you will have some sort of idea how to basically approach, yeah, the job market, and how to represent yourself here in the market. So I take just the floor is yours. Just briefly introduce yourself and just talk me about your aspirations for the UK.
Okay. Okay. So basically, I have done my diploma and degree in construction, civil engineering,
Hmm.
and after that, I did my construction management from a well-recognized university, well, a college in India. It's
Hmm.
called NICMAR. So it is a full-time 2 years course. So after that, till now, I have around 7.5 years experience. So just to bifurcate my experience, so almost like for 3 years, I was into construction of this buildings, which we call greenfield projects,
Right. Okay.
township projects, greenfield township projects, where I was into execution and planning, and I used to look after the construction of a township. So I've seen buildings, commercials, offices, and landscapes and all. And after that, for 1 year, I was into Suzlon, which is a windmill company. So it
Hmm.
manufactures windmill in all over the world. So I was there for a short period for 1 year, and finally, then I landed into JLL. You might be knowing
So
JLL.
just on that windmill project, so what your roles was, I mean, what your responsibility was there?
So I was into technical department,
Right.
and our role was basically I was a major coordinator out there.
Right.
So my role was that every year Suzlon technical team had a target to do something innovation or value engineering.
Hmm.
So from the brainstorming till the idea is generated, and from design development till we execute a prototype,
Hmm.
implements all the documents, observations, and all, and then we used to hand it over to the projects team for mass implementation.
Right.
So this
Okay.
department was kind of R&D, and I used to coordinate from brainstorming till the product is delivered to the projects department. So that
Right.
was
Okay.
my it was a coordinator role,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then I joined JLL. You might be knowing JLL,
Hmm.
and so in JLL, I kind of switched my line. It is now I am not into fit outs.
Right.
So fit outs of all IT companies, commercial fit outs and all.
Hmm.
So now I have completed around 4 years in this field in fit outs.
Right.
So this is majorly revolving around all the IT companies in India, and it involves multiple. It is like a wider scope of like project management, wherein you have to manage many packages like firefighting, HVAC, electrical,
Right. Okay.
smoke system, and all the interiors and all modular furniture and all. So you have to coordinate and you have to finish the project within 3 to 4 month cycle. So that is the
Right. Okay.
maximum cycle.
Hmm.
Like a township project has a 4 to 5 year cycle or 3 year cycle, but here it is very short, and even a day matters. So I am currently acting as a project lead, where I have to deliver the project in and out. So the advantage I gained out of JLL is that, so when I was into builder department, I was into township projects. So
Hmm.
there I was only part of execution
Right.
or
Okay.
planning. Yeah. But in PMC, in project management consultancy, I am given exposure to the entire life cycle of the phase, like initiation,
Right.
planning, execution, monitoring, and closeout. So
Right.
I do
Okay.
each and everything, right from procurement, planning, executing, billing, and then closure of the project and handing over after doing the snacks. So this is the entire cycle which I have been doing, and I have completed multiple projects for Barclays, Credit Suisse, and right now I'm into Sandvik Asia and all. So this is my brief profile.
No, that's quite
Uh,
impressive actually. No, I've gone through your CV as well. It's quite impressive in terms of yeah, just considering the UK market requirements. I'm sure yeah that this is what the UK market needs actually. What you have gone through. Like I mean, you just explained actually the whole life cycle. You already experienced that sort of thing. So project management roles, I mean, it's quite easy actually to achieve as long you have the basic knowledge and you have the experience, which I can clearly see from your CV. It was quite impressive actually looking at that. Obviously, I read through your CV as well. That's what I wanted to hear from yourself as well. Basically, yeah.
mhm.
And I presume basically you want to pursue the same role here in the UK as a project manager.
Yes, as a project manager, I would like fit into both like greenfield projects and as well as fit outs. So I don't mind. See, until and unless I like getting securing a job for me is important currently.
Hmm.
And since like I heard that whosoever goes to UK or any foreign country from
Hmm.
India or anywhere, so they consider your experience as zero. So you have to start from scratch. I don't know. I got many feedback of this kind that
Uh,
your experience will be zero. You
No,
will be
that's not right. That's not right. I can give you basically the real facts here. No, it's not the case. At the least I can say from UK perspective. So you got the experience there. And I'm sure the same experience you can implement here, where you talk me through basically, yeah, the all the life cycle of a project. The difference is obviously the environment and the
Hmm,
legislation, the health and safety, those rules regulation will be slightly different. All you need to do basically adjust to the new system. That's all it is. Experience
that's
is
it.
there.
Yes.
You already got the experience there. It's just to understand, yeah, what the UK law is say about the health and safety, about the currently we are going through the carbon footprint sort of, yeah, that sort of assessment. So you need to adjust the sustainability, environmental issues. These are the kind of stuff basically you need to adopt
Hmm.
when you come to the UK. In terms of the job market, I mean, it's exactly the same way whether you are in the UK, within the UK, or outside. I mean, generally you would apply online through the various websites like a LinkedIn, CV Library, Total Jobs. I mean, these are I use personally, basically myself as well. I mean, the same websites, and you upload your CV there, and you just wait for the call from the recruitment agencies. I mean, the way it works when you apply for the jobs, I mean, through these websites, there will be a middleman, basically the recruitment agencies, that they will call you and just, yeah, confirm the details and you're good for the interview basically. So they will arrange an interview with the employer. So that's how basically the initial will be just an introduction with with the
So may I
recruitment
know
agency.
which websites are these? One is LinkedIn that I know.
uh,
Other
I will actually. I had a list. I will share that. Surely, I will share the whole list. Actually, it's about like
okay.
a typical. I would say around 10 websites. Generally, yeah, I use personally myself here as well in the UK. I will send you the link. Basically, all
And
the
which
links.
are the top threes which you can
Uh,
recommend?
yeah, so the one personally I use, LinkedIn is
Correct.
very important. Actually, you need to make your profile there, you self visible there.
Hmm.
The LinkedIn, railwaypeople.com. Obviously, I'm working in the railway industry,
Okay.
so we have specific railwaypeople.com, which I personally use myself. Total
Hmm.
Jobs, and CV Library. I mean, these are the ones I personally used, and I found basically personally myself jobs through these websites. But there are others as well. Indeed as well. Indeed is really good. And Glassdoor, and I'm sure Reed, Hayes. I mean, these are different websites, but I will ping you over in the
Okay.
email or all these
And
websites.
these are only the middlemen which you're talking about, or there are other consultants which I have to approach, like I have to find in because I'll be staying in London.
No, this is they work throughout the UK. In fact, yeah, they are like throughout the world. I mean, if you're even applying from
Yes, I know.
overseas as well,
Yes,
so
I know.
these are the same. Basically, you need to go on their websites. that this is one way, basically going through these basically these job sites. The alternative, obviously, if you know the big players, I mean, who's working here in the UK, like, I mean, the like Acom, Atkins, Arup, and yeah, the Highways England, I mean, if you know them by name, you go straight on their website as well. That's a direct approach, basically. And the system is exactly the same. So whether you go directly on their website, there will be a section, career section, and you go there and upload your CV there. And obviously you can apply, check on their website as well. If your relevant jobs are there, you can directly apply through their website. And their HR, generally, that they will contact you if you are eligible. Basically, you are the person. It's that's the sort of direct way, but I never went basically that myself as well. I know, yeah, the big players are there, but it's just make your life easy. I mean, when you upload to these, like for instance, Indeed.com, you upload your CV there. I generally, personally, what I do is obviously whatever relevant jobs, like, I mean, title, I would just keep them. Like, I mean, I would receive a weekly sort of email, so the relevant jobs, yeah, with that titles. So I generally receive them on a weekly basis. So if they are relevant to my experience, so that's where I just go by that, basically, rather than, yeah, going through all the time. So you can filter by your requirement, basically, what your job titles, what you're looking for. So on all these websites, you can filter your requirements there, what you are looking for, your job titles, and you will receive basically a frequencies completely up to yourself, whether you want a daily email or weekly email or monthly email. You can set that up on these websites, and you generally receive emails. I mean, these are the titles, I mean, what you're looking for. You go through those, filter yourself, and you apply with a few clicks. Initially, you have to set up your profiles there. You need to upload your CV, your contact details, and simple as that. Once you that set up, the next, basically, whenever you receive the relevant sort of, yeah, opportunity, is just a couple of clicks. Basically, you apply there and just wait for a call. I mean, that's exactly the same
Okay.
procedure. So
Okay.
there's
One
no.
basic thing, would you, apart from like what you mentioned about the cost of the project, and maybe I'll mention the square feet of the project which I've delivered.
Mhm.
Do you think my CV format is good to go for uploading at all these places, or should I change it? How it is?
No, that's absolutely fine. In terms of, like, I mean, there's no requirement about the address. You can get rid of the address. Phone number is important. Obviously, I mean, you need to update that with the UK number when you are here. I mean, if you're applying here, you can
Mhm.
add that, update those numbers. But apart from that, in terms of, yeah, I would say there's no a hard and fast rule. I mean, in terms of the format, how you want to basically, like, I mean, there should be 3 paragraphs, 2 paragraphs, photo there. There's no specific requirements as such, as long you have the contents there, which I was looking for in your CV. And I found, basically, in terms of the, like, I mean, the way you presented your skills there, your responsibilities there, it was there. Actually, the only thing I said, yeah, for project managers, they generally talk in commercial terms, so the values, I mean, if you add that, apart from that, it's all there. Actually, the requirements are there. The colors or the other themes, I mean, it's completely to yourself how you represent yourself, as long the contents are there. That is the main requirement, actually. So, but with your CV, I'm pretty confident about that. I mean, that will get noticed. Yeah, you got the key skills, the key words there as well. So that's where generally the way recruitment agencies work, actually. So they will do control find, yeah, basically F, and they will find the
Correct.
keywords.
Correct.
And as long, I mean, you have the keywords there, your experience are there, and the next thing, you would receive a call, and then they will go to the interview stage. And I would say the recruitment, it's 100% dependent how you perform within the interview. So there's no such sort of, yeah, thing like a, you need to approach such and such person, and yeah, they will. The only reference it does work, I mean, in a case like, I mean, if I'm working for a company, for instance, I'm working for AECOM, I know yourself personally, so I can take your CV and directly give it to my managers. Basically, this is the person, I know him, and can you do an interview for them? I mean, that's the favor you can get actually within the UK. Apart from that, it's all your skills, your interview skills, how you perform within the interview. I mean, that's all. It's all up to yourself. If you can perform well in the interview, that's it. I mean, you ticked all the boxes. But that's the only favor, yeah, basically you can get within the UK. A reference is basically if someone is working for a company and they give it direct to the recruitment agencies, well, the recruitment manager basically. And in fact, wherever I worked, generally there's always demand, and this is always in discussion in the meetings that as well. Like, I mean, if you know someone, so give their CVs to us. Basically, this is just very common, sort of within the from the line management sort of perspective. They always need people, and in fact, yeah, I mean, like wherever I worked, I mean, this is the team, and in fact, yeah, they provide some incentives as well. I mean, if I pass
Hmm.
someone, I mean, they
Referral
recruit it,
bonus,
yeah,
yes.
reference. So they are quite happy to take it, and it's a like a kind of direct approach there. Basically, if you know someone, they're already working in the industry, you just give your CV, and you get directly ticked off, yeah, to the interview sort of stage. I mean, that's what it does help in that sense, yeah, the references. But otherwise, it all 100% dependent on your interview, basically how you perform in the interview as well. The way interview works, I mean, if you search for the relevant jobs, there will be job specification. I mean, like there will be bullet points. I mean, and
Hmm.
I would say 100%, I mean, at the in the interview will be based on those requirements. Whatever they're looking for, they will be asking question again and again about those ones. And you need to make sure when you apply for the jobs, I mean, like, I mean, for instance, project manager sort of role, you need to look at the job descriptions there, and you need to see whether you can fulfill those requirements. I mean, whatever the job specifications are, and that's the only way you should apply, rather than just looking at the title. Like project managers, you need to see you have the relevant experience in the relevant industry as well. Obviously, I mean, if someone is looking actually advertise, I mean, employ advertise project manager in the railway industry, so they will be looking for someone they know the railway upside down,
Hmm.
basically.
Hmm. Hmm.
So rather than just looking at the title there, you need to ensure you look at the job description, what they actually looking for, what experience that they're looking for. And it's quite explicit in the UK job market. Like I mean, if you got experience, for instance, in railway industry, like for myself personally, I have experience in railway industry, and I'm scared actually. With 15 years experience, I'm scared to apply for something in highways at this stage as well. So it's so explicit. I mean, if you go experience a specific field, you stay there. Obviously, I do enjoy a railway for sure, so I don't want to leave it. But actually, when I look for the highway jobs, I mean, the requirements are pretty much similar, but obviously the standards are different. You have to start again reading those standards and the laws basically in the highway sector. Similarly in the building as well, like, and if I'm moving to the building sort of side or water industry, so they are completely regarded basically as a different sort of, yeah, entity within the UK. So if you are in specific whatever experience you got, they like fit out in the building sort of, yeah, territory you got. So you should be targeting those. I mean, so you can utilize your experience straight away in those job market. That will be your direct approach there, basically. So you can utilize, if you're a project manager, and if you look at like at the railway jobs, I'm sure, yeah, that they won't consider you straight away, unless, I mean, you know, basically the least. I mean, if you know the basic knowledge, then you can get yourself there. But you need to make sure, when not just by looking at the title, you need to look at the job description, what the requirements are. And I'm sure you can even filter with the different industry as well on those job website as well, whether you are looking for in the building industry or in the highways or railways, so you can filter those as well. And that's going to help you make your life easier as well.
So one thing is there. See, I have booked my flights for 12th of January. Okay,
Right.
and my wife has just now applied for visa. So maybe next week she'll get her visa. After that, I'll apply for my visa. So
Hmm.
I'll be getting my visa around 20th or 25th December.
Right.
probably. Okay, so my main question is, should I start applying or should I wait for my visa to come, or should I come there and then start applying? What should I do? Because it should, because my friend was like, "Ki don't waste your chance by applying from here, because if you get a call right now and they know that you don't have a visa, and so it is straight away turning down the opportunity." So I'm confused. And my other friend was saying that the process here in UK is very slow. Like, to find a job, even if you means get through the recruiter and all, to actually start your job, it will take 2-3 months because the processing time is too long. So I'm
Uh,
confused, like what
it
should I do?
it 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 depends actually. So let me start about your first question, whether you start applying from now or whether you wait for to come to the UK. I would say start looking the least. I mean, for the job, what you should target. So you start from there, and you start basically updating your profiles on those job websites. I mean, that's the least.
Correct.
So you can prepare yourself, because the one thing, you need to add your contact details. I mean, the phone number. I mean, that's generally the way the recruitment agencies work. I mean, they will give you a call straight away. I mean, if there are urgent requirements, so they will give you a call straight away, and they
Exactly.
will go through the details. So if you got the overseas number, so that's true, that they won't call you basically from overseas. They're looking the local, obviously initially they're looking initially there, from
Mhm.
the local. So when you got the UK number there, so I mean, if you can get a UK number, that's good enough. You
I
cannot
can
get
get
that.
it. That
Uh,
is not an issue.
uh,
But how do you see this as,
I would say, or the alternative is, don't add at this point. I mean, if you're trying to apply, just add your email address there only.
correct? Skype
So,
ID, email ID,
Sky, yeah,
something.
exactly. So you can, even if they are interested in recruitment agencies interested, they can send you an email, and you can respond via email. This is my program, basically. Yeah, I'm interested. This is where I am actually. So I will be in the UK by this date, and can you arrange the interview? So you can go that way as well. That's the alternative. But the least, I mean, you need to spend time on your profile on these websites, because that's the only way you're representing yourself. So your CV and your profile, all the updated details should be there on the website. So you can start from there already. I mean, from India, you can start
Mm.
updating those. And I said, I mean, don't add, yeah, your number at this, yeah, mobile number at this stage. So just if you get any communication via email, you can always, yeah. And the thing is, I mean, if the company is interested in your skills, trust me, they will wait for months for yourself. I mean, that personally, that is myself. I mean, I was, when I started my career, and
Mhm.
I had my first interview here with no experience as a graduate after completion of my studies. And my first interview was really good with the actually employer. And they asked me, actually I was studying at the time, and they said, when you can join. So I said, I'm still studying, so I have to finish my studies, second semester. They said, that's fine, so give us a date. I mean, and I give them 3 months, like, I mean, I will complete my course in 3 months. They said, that's fine, give us the exact date when you can join, and we can wait.
Hmm.
So that
Great.
that
Okay.
that is the good thing. Basically, if you perform well in the interview and they like you, they will wait for yourself. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. I
Great.
mean, if
I'll.
that's so that is the good thing about, because all the UK industry want is the skills, competencies. As long you have those skills, and I'm sure. I mean, what I can see from your CV, I'm sure your skills are there up to the mark.
Okay. And one more thing, like I asked my line manager. Okay, there's a different thing which I would like to highlight. So since JLL is also there in London, okay.
Hmm.
So through my team's profile, I could see the hierarchy chart of London, who is there and all.
Right.
So from I was in connection with a director out there that
Hmm.
I am planning so and so. I just kept him informed, and then fortunately I told him that my wife got the admission and she's applying for her visa, and now I'll apply. So he was like, okay, fine, I'll arrange something for you here. So fortunately, they have arranged an interview for me in 2 days, next 2 days.
Good.
Okay. So that is a very great opportunity which I would like to utilize. And there are two directors who are taking it. And I read about the profile of their director. They are totally into fit outs. Like
Right.
from the core, they have gone up and all from the base. And I wanted to ask, will the interview will be very technical, or what? skill they will be looking at particularly, because the technicality here and in UK will be totally different. For example, air conditioning system. Air conditioning out there will be to warm people. Here it is to
Uh,
maintain the climate. And
yeah,
also,
the specification would be different, but if you think from the work perspective, basically how you manage that project, it will be exactly the same.
correct,
Like I,
correct, same.
so it's just the specification. That's where I said, I mean, you need to understand, yeah, the UK law, the specification here. That is, I mean, with the time, obviously, once you come here, you will understand that you have the basic knowledge already, which you can implement here. That's what I'm
Correct.
trying to say. It's just the specification will be different in
Specifications.
terms of, yeah, the requirements, like, I mean, what the technicality side of it, you should ask about the job specification. I mean, if you haven't already got, you should request them, yeah, what is the
Mhm.
job specification. So they will tell you basically, this is the project, this is the job specification, and you can straight away look at those specific, basically what they are looking for, and you can
Mhm.
prepare for those specific requirements rather than, yeah, just going vague there. Obviously, I mean, you are working in the same company, they can have directly reference from your line managers as well. I mean, it's not a big thing, but obviously,
Yes, yes.
as said, I mean, like, if you perform well, I mean, like in the interview, it doesn't matter, I mean, like, how you've been working in the previous as well, so it doesn't, it completely vanishes that everything. So it's you need to, obviously, this is a great opportunity, and I've seen actually lots of other colleagues as well, actually they migrated through the ICT, yeah, internal company transfer sort of visas as well, like, I mean, working there for
Mhm.
yeah, international multinational company, and they came here basically on that visas as well. But you got a really good basically chance now here. You already have experience and you have good reputation back home. I'm sure, yeah, it would be well, you need to take this chance here with both hands actually, and that will make
Yes.
your life a lot easier actually if you
No, no,
you
it will solve everything, because after
absolutely.
scheduling an interview with you yesterday or day before yesterday, I got that news, and they immediately, mailed me that apply for the, like, you can attend this interview and all. So my friend was like, they will mostly target how you're like you regarding your attitude and how you manage people out there. That is more important in UK. So like in India, the main HR role is only deciding your remuneration. They do not have any other task, you know. But in UK they said that health and safety, how you gel up with the people and all,
Exactly.
what's your attitude and all that is the first thing they will try to consider. So
Absolutely.
that's what I wanted to do, like ask, will it be too technical or will it be kind of a behavioral interview which we called.
No, it will be, that's where I started. I mean, you should ask for the specification what they will be,
Specific,
but
correct.
generally in the interview they don't go too deep in technicality. I mean,
Okay.
that's for sure. Yeah, they will go, like, I mean, like, soft skills. I mean, that's where they're going to
uh,
concentrate on. Yeah, your soft skills, how you behave, your leadership qualities, problem solving skills, and these kind of, yeah, questions that will be around. I mean, how you deliver within stress, basically when you're stressed situation, multitasking sort of, yeah, these are the sort of questions, I mean, you will be facing, rather than too deep sort of technicality. Yeah, what's the dimension, what's the specification, they won't go
mhm.
up to that depth at all. That's the general trend actually within the
Okay.
interview. So that's it will be quite useful if you ask for the job specification, they
They
can
had
tell
just
you.
written that they are the senior members, and that they will be taking your interview from fit out perspective, same whatever I'm doing here right now, but
Right,
from a
okay.
UK fit out perspective. So I went to LinkedIn, I read all their profiles.
Hmm.
So like if you see a fit out description here in India,
Hmm.
they will write many things technical, but when I saw their fit out profile, it was all about managing things, stakeholders, risk management,
Exactly.
and it's the
Exactly.
same thing which I have written in my CV. It was almost, very, very similar to that. They did not write anything technical that you should know this technical. You should be able to handle your client, stakeholders, and cost managing or resource management and all,
Exactly.
procurement management. That's it. So I think so.
Exactly. That's where I said, I mean, that there will be more about the soft skill rather than your technical skills. I mean, that's what the project managers actually deal here with, basically your commercial responsibility, your client dealing, your contractor dealing, and your reporting, basically. Yeah, that's what it is basically. That's what you should be concentrating on. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, I mean, if they already know about your profile, it would be more relevant. Basically, the question would be more relevant to that. As long, I mean, I'm sure this will be quite interesting, and keep me in the loop as well how it goes actually.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
But yeah, this is a really great opportunity for yourself actually. This is very rare, and in fact, if you are going to London anyway, and they are based in London,
They are
that
best.
that is yeah, once in a lifetime sort of opportunity,
Exactly. Yes,
which doesn't
actually.
come, yeah, quite often. So
Hmm.
I would wish you good luck. But actually, as I said, I mean, if you can get more specification of the job requirements, that would be useful, give you a bit of a guidance as well beforehand, I mean, to prepare specific for those sort of, yeah, requirements. But otherwise, I said, I mean, like, yeah, there will be like soft skills,
Soft
your
skills and all.
management,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
management, health and safety. You should read about health and safety. I will give you the
yes.
HSE website. I will send you a link to that as well.
Okay.
In construction, basically, so you should learn about the health and safety, the different sort of stakeholders within the basically CDM regulation, we call it, Construction
Mm-hmm.
Design and Management Regulation 2015. You should basically just read it through about the main stakeholder in the construction industry. So just the basic knowledge. I mean, that will do at this moment of time. But I will send you the links here to those as well. Um, I think that should cover you. Health and safety. Look at the some sustainability, environmental perspective as well. The carbon emission. I mean, that is really the hot topic. Actually, we currently, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
talking about here in the UK. So anything relevant, basically carbon emissions, that sort of topic. If you can bring that to the table as well, that give you a better
Mm-hmm.
impression actually to the interviewer as well, that you are aware of these sort of, yeah. So I mean that would be the main sort
Mm-hmm.
of topics: sustainability, environmental.
Sustainability. Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
you need
Correct.
to bring, yeah, these into pictures, so they understand, yeah, you already have a bit of a knowledge of the UK industry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, yeah, you will do well,
And
yeah.
the most important question, like, if they ask me about the pay scale, I have zero idea. So what should I say? Because I have right now I decided that I'll say as per industry standard and all, because right now I am not in a position to bargain. First thing is getting into the market, getting into
Yeah,
JLL.
actually, with your experience, obviously, I mean, you go experience, but not in the UK. So with 7 years experience, generally, I would say I should expect about 30 to 40. Basically, that should be the range. We generally call it per year, right? So 30 to
Correct.
40K. So it all
Mhm.
depends on your sort of, yeah, your experience, how relevant experience you are, basically, and how you perform within the interview. But obviously you can say exactly the same way. Yeah, I'll search. You can search, in fact, yeah, on the job websites as well, what the ranges is. Like, I mean, for your relevant sort of, yeah, jobs, project manager, you can gauge it from there, the least. And in the interview, if the question comes, you can say, yeah, this is what I found actually from different websites. This is the range, and I'll be looking, basically that's the range. You need to give them the range rather than specific. Yeah, I want 35K, or yeah, I want 40K. So give them
Mhm.
a bit of a range. So that means you are a bit flexible. You are not fixed on the rate. But I would say generally for yeah, 7 8 years extended, it can go up to 40K as well. It all depends how you perform. Obviously, as I said, if you perform well there, they will be willing even to give you the maximum there, yeah, what they can offer, yeah, for the role. But yeah, I
Correct.
would say do a bit of a research yourself as well on the websites, the
Mhm.
job sites. I will send you the links here to those websites, and just do a bit of a search and gauge the actually the pay scale from there, what the range is,
Mhm.
and you
Mhm.
can give them a range basically from there.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay, I'll just search that. And main thing is that, like, if some suppose like this was not the option for me 2 days ago.
Hmm.
So I was talking to my line manager, current line manager. What he said is that, do not resign. You just go on sabbatical leave for 3 4 months, and when you get the job there, then you can resign. Is it advisable to do so, or should I resign and come there directly? or what
To be
do you
honest, I
feel?
mean, there's no harm. I mean, if you got a chance there, basically, opportunity. I'm not sure. Obviously, I mean, you by looks of it, you are immigrating to the UK permanently anyway. So, are you thinking going back anyway, or I mean,
No, I'm
if
not thinking anyways I'm going back, but he just proposed an option because I told him I'm scared about getting any job there. I don't know. Means it was totally new. Right now, when I'm speaking to you, I've got some confidence. Okay, I can get jobs now. But he was like, you can take sabbatical for 6 months if you want. And then because and even my friends told that you be prepared that for 3 months you will struggle 3 to 6 months whether you get job or no don't get job. So I thought ki a sabbatical option will be good. Of course, I have 0% intention of going back. I'll
uh,
struggle
uh,
hard, and
to to be uh, to be honest, I mean, there's no harm. I mean, if you got a choice there, and it doesn't ruin you anything. Basically, once you
hmm,
got an opportunity here in the UK, you can always just give them a resignation. I mean, it's no
yes,
harm
that is
there. If you got an option, I don't see, and even
it's a kind of option, but which will never be exercised. But I thought let's keep it. I just had a rough
yeah,
thing
I
in
mean,
my mind.
it doesn't harm anything. I mean, like, I mean, if the recruiter here in the UK, I mean, they likes you, they will give you a offer straight away. They will ask you, obviously, what's your previous experience? Why did you left? I mean, maybe the question, why did you left previous sort of company, this and that. I mean, these will be the question, but you don't need to bring that to the surface. I'm sabbatical leave, this and that. You don't need to bring that, but at least, I mean,
Hmm.
if you can keep them, yeah, within yourself, basically sabbatical leave,
Because
you can
if
get
I'm
that.
on sabbatical leave, I have two advantages. First thing, since I'm going in January, in
Hmm.
February there is a general increment letter which will be come along. So
Hmm.
even if I am leave, I am employed. So I'll get that increment letter at least. Okay, I know this is the increment which I got in India.
Hmm.
And second thing, I'll also get my bonus which is pending for 1 year now.
Right. Okay.
So in case if I get job, of course, this bonus value which is there in India has you cannot compare with the earnings in
Yeah.
UK,
Yeah.
and also the spending. It's one and the same thing. But I thought, okay, just to have keep it as an option. That's it. I thought
No, no,
just I'll
absolutely. I mean,
discuss.
if you got an option, it's better to avail it. I mean, there's no harm at all. I would say so.
Mhm. And is it mandatory to keep your visa type on your CV, or should it
No,
be blank?
no, you don't need to
So
mention
how will they
anything about
come to
them.
know that I'm there? Like because
They
it
will
will show
ask
all
you.
my Indian experience.
No,
Like
they
whenever.
will ask you about your immigration status. And in fact, when you apply, I mean, that's where the recruitment agencies come along. When they
Hmm.
call you, they will ask you what your status here. So that's where
Okay.
you go
Then
to the
on.
next stage. Yeah, basically.
Uh,
So that's where they need to confirm basically you are eligible to work here, and you don't need to mention anything about in your CV at all. So
okay.
you just yeah, keep them blank, and that will be confirmed, yeah, by the recruitment agencies.
Okay. And just day before yesterday, I got in connection with a guy who had just done his engineering from India. He
Mhm.
went there. He did construction management 1 year course. So he told me that getting a CSCS card and a white card is important. So I just wanted your expert opinion. CSCS I can understand for entering any site, you need to have a health certificate. So
Exactly.
for that I'll prepare. But what about the white card? Because
N-
that
n-
has a very big procedure that I have to first validate my degree, that validate my Indian degree out there, and then apply for white card. So what is the value of the white card?
No, it's not really a big thing. You shouldn't be worrying about the
Okay.
CSCS at all. You shouldn't be worrying. CSCS card, it depends on the project, actually, project to project. I mean, whether it's not by law, it's not required by law. It's
Oh,
requirement by the companies themselves. But
come.
it's obviously it's health and safety, yeah. So you need to go through the health and safety tests basically. But the white card, actually, personally, I had my white card. Obviously, I was working on one of the project which where they required it, the card, and I had it just for that specific project. So it depends on the project. And if you
Mhm.
need it as part of the project, the employer will help you to get the card. So
Okay.
it's not a hard and fast rule
Huh.
that you have to get beforehand. I mean, I generally say this in my videos that you don't need to get it, but obviously people are so anxious. They're asking again and again, yeah, which card should I get it? I said, you don't need it. It depends on your project, basically. It doesn't, you're just wasting your time. I mean, getting beforehand, maybe the project you're working, they don't need it at all. So I would say don't worry too much about it. It's all about health and safety, basically. All the
Okay.
CSCS is about health and safety. If the project requires one from yourself, the employer will give you the guidance how to get one. So simple as that.
And he also told me about SMSE, some
That's again it's the similar thing. So it's for managers, basically. Yeah, the
manager say
health.
something.
Yeah, so it's for managers, and again this is exactly the same. It depends on the projects. Again,
Like
I mean,
what kind of project requires them, just
so
to have
so
a
it
general understanding.
if it's a building project, and even again with the building, I mean there will be specific requirements. So all the project have different requirements. Like, I mean, if I'm working in the railway industry, we don't use CSCS at all. So we use,
Hmm.
and we call it PTS, personal track safety. So it's a
Hmm.
completely different. Excuse me.
Yes. Sure.
So it's a PTS, and similarly in the highway as well, there's a different sort of requirement. Building, they do require actually CSCS, but again it depends on the employer what they're asking
On-
you for.
Yeah, because he was like, mostly employer, if they require, they sponsor you to do
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
It's mostly the, because he's like, there is no, it makes no sense to spend 500 pounds on that. If you want to do, just do CSCS. It's just 25 pounds. You can do it and keep. That's it. But
I
that's
don't
one.
I don't suggest actually to the students, I mean, to do that beforehand. I generally say if the project requires it, you will get help from the employer.
Correct.
They will get you one.
They will get us on. So
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is no such requirement which I should
No,
comply with, and to come before I come to the industry and all.
no. I won't advise anything about CSCS. Obviously, it's all about health and safety. As I said, I mean, it all depends on the project. I mean, like if with a fit out, you may need CSCS there, but
Hmm.
once you get into the job, they will exactly dictate what CSCS you are required, and they will give you the books. Basically, this is to read and pass the exam. Exam is quite simple. Like, I mean, multiple choice
Yes.
questions. They have 50 question, and you just stick on the computer. That's what it is. So you shouldn't be
Mhm.
worrying about CSS at all.
Okay, okay. So mostly what I can foresee, like from this talk, is that in UK it is more of sustainability, and the market, the sector which I am into it, I think so. Sustainability plays an important role out there.
Health
This is
and
what,
safety. Health and
and
safety,
sustainability, and
sustainability, carbon emission. I mean, these should be your targets. I mean, to learn more about, yeah, these three
learn
topics.
more. Okay, okay. And where can I find? Just a normal Google search will do.
You will do Google search for the health and safety. I will send you HSC website. And
Okay, fine.
the carbon emission, I can send you the ICE. You can search ICE website as well. There will be latest information there as well about the carbon emissions. You can
Okay.
look at, yeah, for a few sort of, yeah, topics there. The lots of information there.
And what about sustainability? Where I can search that?
Sustainability, again, yeah, that will be on the ICE website.
I see. Okay.
ICE website, yeah, you can search for those as well. Just get the basic knowledge, basically. So that
Correct,
would be
correct,
good
correct.
at this moment of time.
And initially, when I was following you like 3 4 months ago, and that time you were very cautious on, like, if you can become a chartered engineer. See, so what was that means? Is it
Uh,
required for
for
my profile, or how it is?
No, actually, that's where you are a project manager sort of side. That's where I asked about the PMP and the other, yeah, RCS.
Okay,
So
okay,
that is equivalent for the chartered, basically. If you are a civil engineer, then where IC comes in picture. So that's where I asked about those sort of affiliation. So for you as a project manager, you don't need IC, you
okay.
need the PMP, basically. Yeah. So
So
that's the equivalent.
any other affiliation would you recommend for from this project management side or something like that? I heard Prince 2
Well,
is there.
Prince too. Well, that is like a Primavera. You got the Primavera there as well. So I would say Primavera is more valid actually in the UK rather than Prince too. So I would say if you already got experience in Primavera, stick to that. And as said, I mean, if the employer needs you, yeah, Prince too. Like, I mean, that they can give you training on that as
Because
well.
PMP and Prince 2 is, I think so, equivalent.
Sort of.
PMP is UK origin and Prince 2 is like, sorry, PMP is US origin and Prince 2 is UK origin.
Yeah, so I think in terms of, yeah, that should do. You need a bit of a basically these affiliation. I mean, that's what it does work actually in the industry when they look at, yeah, you are PMP and these
Hmm.
affiliations. So for project management, I would say look at the APM, Association of Project Managers as
APM.
well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
What is
look,
that?
Association of Project Managers. That is dealing, yeah, here in the UK as well. So have a look. I mean, if you can try and see if you can get affiliation of those as well. You got the experience there. It's just a tick boxes. I mean, for you, to be honest. I mean, like what it will be.
Okay, there is no exam related to it. It's just kind of a
Maybe,
membership.
maybe no. It would be. And I doubt it. I mean, there should be exam. I mean, you can represent your you can provide your experience there, and they
Hmm.
can just stick you off there as a member. I'm
Oh,
sure. Yeah, but it's worth checking. Obviously, I'm not in the same, yeah, management field, so I don't have the background, the full background. But
no, no,
APM is
I do
something.
understand.
Yeah, APM is something. I mean, for yourself. I mean, have a look, and if they can give you straight with your experience, if they can give you affiliation, it'll be another, yeah, box basically ticked off.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay, okay, okay. Understood, understood. So what I'll target is right now. I'll just give you a roadmap or like whatever we discussed. I'll just update my CV for the project cost and the square feet. Second thing, I'll try and make all the profiles on all these websites. Meanwhile, and I'll
Yeah,
just erase my phone number.
yeah,
And meanwhile, I'll just apply. And after that, I can update na anytime my profile once
absolutely,
I'm there
absolutely.
once I'm there in the UK.
Yeah,
And mostly what I felt is key right now this is the time to apply, because after another couple of weeks they everyone will be on holiday, and
exactly.
they will be operational only after like 10th of Jan or something like that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Now it is the, well. I mean, I would say December is a quiet. Yeah, in terms of the recruitment, is a bit of a quiet sort of, yeah,
Achha, it's
space.
quiet. Okay, I thought it will be
No, no,
okay.
no. It's
So
quiet because, yeah, the everyone, yeah, just well, even before the Christmas. I mean, they take a week off. I mean, majority of the staff. I mean, the way
correct.
it
Yes,
works,
yes.
and after the Christmas as well, they take a week there off as well.
Week
So
off.
it's just a bit of a, yeah. But obviously, demand is there. Don't stop basically applying. I would say just keep applying for the
Just keep it
jobs.
applying. At
Keep
least it will
applying.
be parked somewhere and all.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So you are also in London?
I'm not in London actually. I'm just an hour drive. Well, not drive. I would say train. An hour train from London. I don't generally drive to London at all. It's
Hmm.
not worth it. I mean, driving within the London. You can use the YouTube and basically, yeah, the train there. I'm in the southwest, in a small town called Swindon, so I'm based there. Not far off. I mean,
Okay.
I used to go back and forth basically to London for my different sort of, yeah, projects. But it's been due to the COVID. Yeah, thanks to COVID, I don't have to go again, yeah, to the London anymore. So I'm working from home. So that's a good thing. Yeah, yeah, benefit. I
So
I, I
everything
definitely.
out there safe, or are the cases increasing? Like
No, it's quite well, until yesterday or the day before, because there's a new variant from
new
South
variant?
Africa. Yeah, it's keep coming now. Actually, I heard a few cases already in London. So
Okay, with that
maybe.
variant.
Yes, yes, the new variant. Yeah, so it's a few
Oh,
cases already. Yeah, that they have identified. So
and
hope
it's
it's not going
already
to spread.
winter time.
Yeah, but actually, the good thing is, like, I mean, 100% the population that's been vaccinated here now. So everyone is vaccinated. So there won't. I don't see, like, I mean, really a major impact if you see it that way. Like, I mean, we have started the booster jab as well, like the third one
Third
for the
one,
winter.
yes.
Yes, already started. So I don't see
Mhm,
it's going to be a major sort of
mhm,
disruption.
mhm,
But yeah,
mhm.
you never know. I mean, with these, I mean, we are fighting something we don't know. Yeah, what they are. So
And yes, I forgot the most important question. See, right now I'm coming on dependent visa. Okay,
yeah,
that will be like 2+2. My wife has enrolled for placement there as well. If she gets,
right.
then
Okay.
it will be 2+2. Otherwise, it will be 1+2. Okay.
Hmm, hmm.
So I'll be having a this thing for 3 years basically.
Right.
So
Okay.
now these people have called me for interview. So of course they will not sponsor me. Na? They will just give me a normal offer and they will.
No, no, no. That won't be the case. I mean, if they give you the offer, so what you will do, they will sponsor you basically for the skilled worker visa. So
Seriously.
Oh yeah. Simple as that. I mean, like that's the way. So you have to once you get a job offer, you have to switch over, yeah, your visa just to
Are
skilled
you
worker visa.
sure? But means I don't know. Means these matlab, that will be like my dream come true. But
Absolutely. That's where I said. I mean, it never. I mean, these sort of opportunity doesn't come very often. So it's a once in a lifetime. So if you get the chance, uh, I would say don't discuss it in too much detail in the
no,
interview.
I'll not discuss anything
Yeah.
about that. But I just wanted to ask you because I thought ki they matlab, like if this is a thing, many people would apply like this, and everyone will come to UK. So I thought ki just because I have a working visa for like 3 years or so, so they just want to give me an offer. They want to test me, and I felt ki after 2 years, of course, I'll have the caliber I know, and if I prove myself, then they will sponsor me.
No.
So
It won't. I mean, like, yeah, if they give you the job, that mean, yeah, you are eligible and they like you basically to do the job. And that's
hmm.
way after that you can start negotiating. Like, I mean, you got the visa, you need to transfer it, and they will give you the
So
skilled
after
worker visa.
joining, I have a chance to negotiate about my visa and all.
Absolutely, and that's where I said. I mean, it all depends on your performance. If you're performing,
Mhm.
they can give any to any
Sponsor,
miles. They can
yes.
give to any miles. Basically, they can sponsor you easily.
Because a new visa that is coming, I just heard through this Gary that if your salary is about 32K, then even the company need not sponsor you or give
Yeah,
any
that
reason to the government.
yeah,
But
that's
that is
that's
not
a, that's a new
that's
one. Yeah, that's a new one. But yeah, now with your case, basically, if you get a job, I would say once you are in that sort of state. I mean, you can start negotiating. Yeah, this is my visa status. I need to change it to skilled worker visa with HR, and they can guide you there. So
they
that
can
would be
guide
your
you.
opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also like the UK visa PR, right? For
Hmm.
working UK visa, which they
Yeah.
the pathway which they found, which for which you have to collect your points and all. So like my other things are done, like skill assessment and all. My English is my PT is done. I have scored
Yeah.
90, 90 and all. That
Yeah.
that is all done. So if I can, with the help of this, because the main thing they get 30 points if you have a job letter in hand. So
Exactly.
with this job letter, can I apply at least?
Absolutely.
Uh,
That's where the certificate of sponsorship. I mean, that's where you're gonna get with this
no,
job
no.
offer.
I'm just differentiating between these two: certification of sponsorship and just a normal job offer letter.
No, normal job offer letter, that would be exactly the same certificate of sponsorship. That they will
Okay.
give you exactly that will exactly the same thing where you can apply for your visa. Basically, that's what you're gonna get. And if they offer you a job, that you will get a sponsorship certificate here. Obviously, you are going now. You got the opportunity to come here anyway, so you're eligible to
Mhm.
work here. That's where, yeah, the employer won't have that stressful situation whether
Hmm.
they can sponsor you or not, because they're out of that case at this stage.
Out of that
That's
case at this stage.
that's where I'm saying, yeah, once you come here, you get the job, you perform well, that's where you can start negotiating. Yeah, I need to convert my visa now, and I need skilled worker visa, and that's where you got a really good chance there to get straight into the skilled worker visa, and then,
Because
yeah, go
that
on to
will
the
be great.
PR.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because this company has a great name in like London and US and all, JLL,
Hmm. Hmm.
into consultancy and all. So that can be really a once in a million chance I can get.
Absolutely. It's a great opportunity. So just accept it with both hands, and be prepared. Yeah, you got a couple of days, so make sure you're well prepared. Yeah, before you appear for the
Yes, it's
interview.
day before, day after tomorrow. It is day after tomorrow. I just have tomorrow's day. So I thought I'll just ask you, how it is, and how should I approach the interviews and all. That's why I put up both my cases and all. So hope so. I do not have
Now, I
to go
wish you.
the hard way, and
No, I wish you a
uh,
really good luck for that. And do keep me in the loop as well. So how
sure,
it goes here
definitely,
in the
definitely, I'll
interview.
keep you in the loop.
I
And
will.
how big is the loop here out, like for from interview till you get awarded the job? Like it's
It
too big, or all it
No,
all depends.
it all depends on the job require actually the project requirement. I mean, if the
Project,
project
yes,
is
yes.
if the project's all basically delayed, or yeah, they are already in
Uh,
that stressful situation, they will ask you to join tomorrow. Basically, that happens to
Correct, correct.
myself
Because
personally.
our industry is like resource based industry. They
Exactly.
sublet us, and they then because until unless the client is not paying,
Yeah,
or the client has not started his project, they won't be able to place me in that
exactly,
position. So
exactly.
I
So
can understand.
if
It all
they
depends
already
on.
got, yeah, if already got, yeah, the job operating there, and or someone already left, they need to yeah, fill the space basically. So that's where, I
Mhm.
mean, you can straight away fill the space there. So it all depends on project to project basically, what they're recruiting for.
Understood. Yeah, totally got it. That's it. I think so. Mostly
So
all my
I
questions are
hope I hope
answered.
this was a useful session, and I
Very
said,
useful. Yes.
I will
Yes.
send you the links as we discuss, yeah, along the way, and I hope, I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
that will be useful as well for your interview as
Yes.
well. I
Yes.
will
And I'll
send you
prepare. Yes.
some
Yes.
preparation, yeah, material there, and I
Yes.
wish you the
Definitely.
very best of luck, yeah, in your future. Hope to see you here
Yes.
in the UK as
Yes.
well sometime.
But seriously, thank you, JK. You are doing such a noble job. Yeah, I since out of your work, you are helping students and helping people. That is a great thing. I
Well, I
wish I
wish.
can after coming there, I will be able to help you also and
Absolutely.
help
Would
others.
love,
Yes,
would love to get, yeah, more people like yourself on board as well. Like, I'm just to share your
it will
experience
be
as
like a
well.
family. Yes, 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 yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, I wish you really best of luck in your future.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank you very
much.
much
Yes,
for your time. Yeah, thank you.
yes, yes. Thank you.
Bye.
All the best. Bye.
Bye.